if I had to choose one single thing, the most important thing for you to build muscle, for you to implement into your training program, that's what we're going to talk about today. So give me the next 10 minutes of your focus and your attention, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to be doing in your training program, the most important thing for you to build strength and build muscle. So we're not going to waste any time today. Today, we're going over the single most important thing that you need to be doing in your training program to optimize your goal of building muscle and building strength. And that single most important thing is going to be right here. A notebook, little piece of paper, some sort of app. My number one tip for you to build muscle and build strength is kind of two-parted, but one of the parts is recording your weights, recording your sets, recording your reps, keeping track of what you're doing. And the second part is trying to beat that, trying to overload, trying to lift heavier, trying to do more sets, more reps. There has to be some sort of progression. So give me the next 10 minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how to structure this into your program, how to keep your records of your weights, what rep ranges, exercises, everything you need to be doing to build muscle and build strength. Now, before we hop into that, one huge bonus tip that is going to build off of this is the fact that if you're trying to build muscle and trying to build strength, you have to have enough protein in your diet. If you don't have enough protein, you're going to spin your wheels. You're going to not recover from your workouts. You're not going to optimize the results and the time that you're spending in the gym. So bare minimum, we want to have 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Ideally, I would recommend having 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you're trying to get 200 grams of protein a day. And if you're looking for a good protein powder, go check out our FitGrind Whey Protein Powder. Has 24 grams protein per serving. We have 0 added sugar, and we only have 7 ingredients in our protein. So it doesn't have a bunch of junk. It just has everything that you need and nothing that you don't. So if you're interested in trying it out, give it a shot. I'll leave the link in the comments in the description below. I'll even leave you a 15% discount code that you can go use on your first order. Just use our protein as an extension of your diet. Typically what I'll do is 2 to 3 scoops mixed throughout the day. So a lot of times in between training sessions, I'll have a scoop. When I can't get a meal, when I'm back-to-back with training sessions, I'll do a scoop before bed a lot of times, and I'll also do a protein shake after the workout. So it's just an extension of your diet. It's there to help you get enough protein and reach your daily protein goal. So getting a notebook, having piece of paper, having an app, recording your weights. This is so important because if you don't keep track of what you're doing and you just come in and you kind of throw workouts together and you're like, I think I did 100 pounds on this exercise last week. If you don't keep records of what you're doing, it's really hard to implement the most foundational thing that you need to do to build muscle and build strength, which is progressive overload. So basically what we're saying there is if you did 100 pounds for 10 reps last week, your goal is to do 100 pounds for 11 reps, or the goal is to go 105 pounds for maybe 8 reps, and you start to build it out. This sounds so silly and simple and monotonous, but I promise you, if you keep track of your records and you focus on literally every single exercise, every single set, every single workout, trying to beat what you did last time, you're going to watch your body transform. You're going to build strength like you never have before. It is so simple. It's so easy, but so many people fail to do this. And it's as simple as, like I said, getting a notebook, taking a pen or pencil, writing down what you did, or using an app. I'm a pen and paper kind of guy. I literally have notebooks at my parents' house full of workouts and records of things that I used to do in my parents' basement. I had a full setup down in my parents' basement where I had like a squat rack and a cable system and dumbbells and barbells and weights. And I would literally write down every single exercise, every single set, all the weights that I did. And you can flip through and see the progression, even if it's just 1 rep at a time. Like I did 105 pounds for 10 reps. This week I did 110 pounds for 8 reps. It's so small. It's so simple, but it is so important if you're looking to build muscle. Now, the other part to this that I want to mention is if you're really looking to build muscle and build strength, you need to overload on your compound movements. And what I would do for the next 6 to 8 weeks is I would pick 2 compound movements for every single muscle group that you're training, keep records, so write it down in your notebook, and you're going to try and overload and stay in that 6 to 8 rep range, and you're going to try to get stronger every single workout. So how to implement this, say that you're doing a workout, doesn't matter the muscle group, you're going to pick 2 big compound movements. So let's just take the chest, for example. You're going to pick maybe a barbell bench press and an incline dumbbell bench press. Those 2 movements are going to be the first and second exercise in your program for the next 6 to 8 weeks. And all you are going to focus on is getting stronger and beating what you did last time. And once you can get 8 reps with a weight That's when you increase the weight by 5 pounds and you try to get that 6 to 8 rep range and just keep building it up, getting stronger, getting stronger. That is going to help you build muscle. That is going to help you build strength. I said, start the workout off with that. When you're most fresh, focus on that progression, and you're going to watch yourself transform. You're going to build muscle like you never have before. Say the back, for example, maybe you're going to pick a pull-up or a chin-up or a heavy lat pull-down and some sort of row variation, maybe like a barbell row or a dumbbell row. 6 to 8 reps. You're going to try beat what you did last time, record it in your notes. For the legs and the quads specifically, maybe you're going to go with a front squat or a back squat or a hack squat and a Bulgarian split squat or a lunge. Or the hamstrings, maybe you're going to do in the posterior chain, you're going to do a Romanian deadlift and a hip thrust. Sounds so simple, but I promise you that if you do this in your program, it's going to help you build muscle, and you're literally going to watch your body transform in front of your eyes. The main thing is that you have to record what you did. If you don't know what you did last time, you're just going to kind of randomly throw on weights, and what you're going to run into the risk of is you're going to run into the risk of doing the same weights that you did last time. So if you just come in and you do the same thing every single time, that's great. You're moving your body, you're getting blood flow, you're stimulating muscle, but you might not be placing the overload and the stimulus that you need to build new muscle. You might just be maintaining what you did before. So if you know exactly what you did, it's so much easier to come in and try and add that extra 5 pounds on the bar or go for the extra rep. And it takes all the guesswork out of this. Now, going into some of the smaller muscle groups, so even things like shoulders and biceps and triceps, you can still implement this. And another bonus tip that I want to give you is make sure that you don't shortchange your accessory exercises. So things like isolation, like tricep pushdown, bicep curls, chest flies, lateral raises, leg extensions. You still need to track all of these in your notebook or in your app that you're using and get stronger over the course of time. Again, if you're coming into the gym and you are not getting better, you're not getting stronger, you're not doing more sets, more reps, you're not progressing in some way, shape, or form, you're not going to see the progress that you want. You're just going to spin your wheels. You're going to, yes, be consistent, but if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, same weight, same reps, same order, same exercises, you're not going to progress the way that you want. So even on your isolation-based movements, still focus on getting stronger. And even on muscle groups like shoulders and arms that are smaller muscle groups, you still can pick big compound movements. So take the shoulders, for example. Maybe you're going to do a barbell or dumbbell shoulder press, and you're going to do some sort of upright row where you do 2 different shoulder pressing movements. Something like the triceps, you can do a dip, which is going to be a compound movement where you can really overload, and you're going to do a close grip bench press or overhead extension. The biceps, you could do a chin up, which is going to target your biceps and help you get stronger at chin ups. You could also do like a heavy dumbbell curl or barbell curl. There's still ways to overload even the smaller muscle groups, and there's still a lot of value in training in that 6 to 8 rep range and getting stronger. So don't just think that every single workout has to be this like crazy high pump workout. We're doing 20, 30 sets for an exercises. We're doing drop sets. We're doing rest pause sets. We're doing supersets. That's great. But if that's the bulk of your training, over time, your body's going to get very acclimated to this, and you're missing one key component to building muscle, which is overload, mechanical tension, and actually getting stronger over the course of time. Because especially if you're someone that is training naturally, which you should be, you're relying on your own hormones to build muscle and build strength, you need to place that stimulus. It is so important. So by getting stronger and focusing on that and beating what you did last time, you are going to see your body transform. Over the course of, say you add 5 pounds to an exercise every single month, that's adding 60 pounds over the course of the year. So might not sound significant, but every month, if you add 5 pounds to your bench press, you're going to add an additional 60 pounds over the course of the year. That's huge for your bench press, especially if you stack it up over the course of 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Just think of all the progress that you can make. So if you take anything away from this video, I want you to take away these 2 things. Record your weights in a notebook, pen and paper, or some sort of app, and the next 6 to 8 weeks, lift heavy in that 6 to 8 rep range and choose 2 compound movements for every single exercise. Write it down, keep track of it, try and beat what you did, and then when you see awesome results, I want you to come back, comment on this video, and tell me how it worked for you. Now, as always, if you guys have any questions or comments on this, I'd love to help out any way that I can. Just let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I'll get back to you and help you with any questions or comments that you may have. And like I said, if you're looking for a great protein powder to use as an extension of your diet, go check out our FitGrind Whey Protein. I'll leave the link in the comments and the description below. with a 15% discount code as well. So go check it out if you'd like to support the brand. We appreciate all the support. I'm going to leave a couple of videos to watch on the screen here next. Make sure you check those out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.